Hey guys, I am back with another review of the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation, and the claims for this foundation is that it's weightless, it's no settling in fine lines, it has a natural finish, it's skin friendly, I hope so, it can be built to full coverage but is a natural finish, it's hydrating, and it's available in 16 shades. So those are the claims on Marc Jacobs' website. So without further ado, let's do a demo of this foundation. Beforehand, I have been applying the Origins Make a Difference Plus as a moisturizer and the Professional primer, which you should always do. Marc Jacobs do actually have their own primer, but I just chose to use the Professional instead, since I already got that one. So let's do a demo for you guys. This foundation does come with a pump, which is very, very convenient. And I have been using this for a few weeks, so I just want to disclose that fact to you. What I'm going to be using to apply it with is just a kabuki. Am I the only one who does not like the Beauty Blender? That is just not me. I don't like it. Weird me, but I like the brushes better. So I'm just going to start applying this foundation with this brush here. I'm in the shade 22 Bisque Light. There's actually, as I said, 16 different shades, which is a lot, and you are probably going to be able to find a shade that matches you. My first instinct when I put on this foundation, all the times I did it, is that it's very light. You know, it's not full coverage by any means. It goes on very, very sheer. But Marc Jacobs does say that it can be built to full coverage. I don't know about that. I hope so, that you can build it. Let me see. You can just bounce it in. Again, bounce it in using buffing motions and then drag to actually distribute the product on your face. That will avoid streaking if you do this, because most foundation, they will create lines if you do that, but if you buff it in, it's not going to be as bad. So this foundation, it goes on very beautifully, I will say, right off the bat. You can see that it sort of evens out my skin tone very good. So let's do another pump. Okay, now I'm actually up on like 9 pumps. It's ridiculous. So I'm using a lot of pumps of this foundation. I'm noticing that I'm using a lot. Also throughout the times that I've actually worn it, I'm using a lot of pumps. Also just to build it up to the coverage, to the level of coverage I want. But let's see how well it performs here. I do feel like my skin tone is evened out a lot. Well, that's good. Let's put on one more layer just to see how it builds. I'll do it on my trouble spot so we can see how well it actually covers. Marc Jacobs does say that it can be built to a full coverage, so let's see about that. So I'll do this on both cheeks with 2 layers on there. Under my eyes a little bit. Like that. So now I'm on with 2 layers. Good. So let's assess the claims, shall we? Now that this is blended in very well. Weightless, yes. Throughout my wear time, I would say that it is a very, very weightless foundation. Also, it does not settle in my fine lines whatsoever, so that's also a plus. Natural finish, absolutely. You can see that it's not all matte. It is very, very natural looking in the sense that it does not mattify your skin too much. Also, full coverage, I would not say that it's full coverage. You can still see my blemish through, you can still see my beard through, which is a really good indicator that it's not full coverage. Also, you can also see like some of my eye bags. I do have a lot of things on my face today, so it's a good day to be testing out this foundation. Skin friendly, I would say, yeah, it's skin friendly. Yeah, I mean, it does feel good on and everything like that. Hydrating, yes, my skin didn't get extra dry from using this. Also throughout my period of using it within 2 weeks, and also available in 16 shades. It does have 16 shades, so that's a really good thing about this foundation. So let's very quickly assess the claims. It has light coverage. I don't see it being built to full coverage. In regards to shade range, there is 16 different shades, and I went to a Sephora with my friend Jasmine, and she was able to get a color that matched her, even though she's a beautiful black woman. And there was even a shade above her, so you will be able to find a shade match for you. And also they are quite yellow in skin tone, I must say. There are some naturals and then you have yellows, so if you're a pink shade, that's perhaps not your best foundation, your best pick of foundation. The finish is very, very, very natural. I don't see it being a very, very matte finish, not overly dewy either. It's very, very natural. In regards to lasting power, I definitely see this lasting all day. It has very, very good lasting power. I actually, funny story, I went out and it was totally pouring down on my face and the foundation stayed on like a dream, which does say something about the lasting power of this foundation, which is totally amazing. And in regards to price, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is very, very expensive. It costs $48 and 42 euros, and you only get one standard fluid ounce, which is ridiculous in regards to price, so it is very, very expensive. So who I would recommend this foundation for is someone who wants light coverage, any skin color basically, since it comes in 16 different shades, perhaps not with pink undertones in their skin though. Wants a natural finish, wants a long-wearing formula, and have the money to splurge. It's a pricey foundation. And have both oily combination and dry skin can use this, but not for sensitive skin. Personally, I do really like this foundation. I feel like I say this about all foundations. But I do really, really like it for days where I just want that natural semi-dewy satin sort of finish that's very, very brightening and natural. So I would repurchase. And as always, feel free to leave comments, and if there's anything else you want me to review, please just comment below and please subscribe to my channel.